you ever thought, oh, I'll just keep it in my notebook. It's safer there. Hey, everybody, I'm JD Houvener, owner, founder, and patent attorney here at Bold Patents Law Firm. And while it may be safe inside that notebook of yours, notebooks don't provide rights. They don't provide you that benefit to create a fence, to exclude anyone else from making, using, and selling your invention that you just wrote down. Now, don't get me wrong, writing things down, brainstorming, getting ideas down is super important and part of the process. But don't stop there. Don't just keep it there. Don't be afraid to take it out, test it, build it, and bring it to market. The truth is, yes, you've got the philanthropic side too. You really have a duty to share what you've invented with the world. And the patent system works right alongside that. If you share your invention, file a patent application, you are granted up to 20 years monopoly. The only one, the only individual to be able to license, sell those rights to prevent anyone else from making, using, selling, or importing that invention here in the US. And you can even seek rights overseas. So if you ever tell yourself, well, I'll just keep my ideas safe in my notebook, that might feel secure. But here the truth is that they don't hold rights, and they record their thoughts, but they don't record ownership. Let's take a look at some real world proof going way back. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, versus Elisha Gray. Both men documented their telephone ideas extensively on journals, invention notebooks. Only Bell filed first. This is within a couple of hours. And it matters who files first. That is the way the US system is set up today. It doesn't actually matter who invented first. It's who took action, who took what they wrote down and published it, brought it to the world, filed for patent application first. That's the inventor that gets the rights today. So, second idea theft, myths. Thousands of founders believe that detailed notebooks protect them. But when disputes arise, the courts look at patent filings, not journals. There can be some reason to crack open those journals when it comes time to investigate things like inventorship, who invented what. But when it comes to who invented first, who gets the rights to the invention, it's who filed, who took action. A lot of corporations that have lots of deep pockets, they have R&D teams. They have best practices they've honed over years. Think of companies like IBM, more recently Meta, X, some of these Tesla, really big innovative tech companies. They have got teams not relying on notebooks alone. They have internal vetting systems. Their attorneys will have them document their ideas constantly, and they'll get evaluated whether they're going to be kept as trade secret or pursued for patent protection. And those questions are what you should start to do, even if you're on your own. Think about, is this an idea that's got a big market potential? If so, take it out of that notebook, take it out of your trade secret chest and move it into what might become a marketplace mover. So your notebook is a starting place. It's solid, but it's not going to be a shield, not going to protect you when you go to market. So if you have questions about what you've invented and you want to talk about taking that first step, sharing in confidence what is inside that invention notebook, Bold Patents is here to help. Me and my team at Bold have been doing this now for over 10 years, and it's our expertise. That's all we do. So give us a shot at boldpatents.com and book a free discovery call today. I'm JD Houvener, wishing you a great day. Go big, go bold.